下面是我们不共加心里面的第一个皈依，皈依和还有发心，还有忏悔，就是这3个我要光讲，也不算特别光吧。든지 직진신도 타르가 렌전번이 단자네 님은 캠세니 비 플러밍 캠세니 비 당니 자전천 나서 잡서 템버그 意思就是说呢就我们上面所讲到的这些轮回的痛苦当中，如果你要得到解脱的话呢，在实践当中除了三宝以外，别的呢根本找不到的。你从轮回当中获得解脱呢，除了这个佛宝、法宝、僧宝，就是这个三宝的力量以外呢，没办法的。所以呢，我们一定要就是真诚的皈依，具有智慧、具有能力、具有慈悲的，就是这样的这个三宝啊，就是我们以前没有皈依，有些人认为啊，皈依呢就是这样心清净就可以，其实这个是不懂皈依的。不懂佛教的道理的一种说法，就是心清净根本不行，就你就根本没有皈依的心，没有皈依的意识的话呢，那光是有个心清净是不合理的，所以一定要皈依三宝，就是所以这一段话就是讲到皈依三宝。
And verse 14 is about taking refuge, and the following verses is about the unshared preliminary practices, including taking refuge, generating bodhicitta, and do the purification practice. So just now we described the previous verse is about the suffering of samsara. In order for us to be freed from samsara, we have to find a way to get out of here. And to do that, we should examine who can help us, who can protect us, who can free us from samsara. And if you look at it, you will find beside the 3 jewels, nobody else can really rescue us from samsara. And when you look at the 3 jewels, have compassion, wisdom, and the power or the ability to do this for us. Some people say, I don't need to take refuge because I think as long as my mind is pure, I have a good heart, that's enough. But I don't think that's enough. I think taking refuge ceremony and the actual taking refuge is necessary.
皈依啊，就我们藏传佛教当中，你们在座的大家都知道，一般来讲修这个无上密法的时候呢，前面就是修人生难得，一定要修很长时间。然后这个完了以后呢，皈依就是念10万遍，发心念10万遍，然后可达图就是定力就是10万遍，还有供曼茶和白字明就是10万，这就是50万加心。其实这个50万加心的基础呢，真正修密法的人来讲非常非常重要。如果有这样的基础的话，那这个后面的密法的这些僧祇次第啊、圆满次第啊、大圆满呢，就是很容易这个成就，就很容易修成。如果你没有打好这个50万基础的话，虽然你可能直接得到一些窍诀，但是呢，因为这个墙没有基础的时候，不一定很稳固。
And and also on this verse about taking refuge, we see before we do in the Mantrayala practice, we should do these preliminary practices. And for that, we usually see these 500,000 practices, which include 100,000 practices in these following 5 categories. The first one is to do the practice on the difficulty of obtaining human existence. And the second one, the first one is about taking refuge, and which include the practice on the difficulty of human existence. The second one is generating bodhicitta, and the third one is making prostration. The fourth one is the mandala practice, and the fifth one is reciting the 100-syllable mantra. And after we do this finish or complete this preliminary practices, then we can move on to the practice of the generation stage and also the completion stage. as well as the great perfection. And if you have a very good practice on the preliminary practice of these 500,000 practices, then you will find the following practices will be much easier. But if you do not do these 500,000 preliminary practices, then the following practices or the higher practices that you are going to do will not be so stable, or you may not succeed in those practices.
下面是发菩提心，这什么都我让点多来兄弟给他的人本在练中，对不起，他们都比较鸟的，那么想就是就给不是三界轮回的一切的这种痛苦呢，就追求自己快乐而得到的。三界的所有的快乐呢，也就是说，就发这个菩提心，利他而得到的。因此，我们一定要就跟随，就是本师释迦牟尼佛就发无上的这个菩提心，然后就是修行这个大乘道，就是这是很重要的。就是现在很多修行人呢，可能是自己就很重视自己的成就。但是自己的成就也是最终就是要利益众生，所以我们如果有发菩提心的话，有成就的这种机缘。
And verse 15 is about generating bodhicitta. So if we look at the suffering and happiness in our life, we will find that all the suffering we have is because we have the motivation to benefit ourselves, and all the happiness we gain is because we have the intention to benefit other beings. So we should follow Buddha Shakyamuni's example to generate bodhicitta and practice Mahayana Buddhism. And a lot of people, and I think maybe most of us or everyone, really have this, because of self-attachment, we really place great importance on our own accomplishment. However, your accomplishment is actually the preliminary requirement for you to benefit other beings, which means when you try to gain or have to make your own practice successful, you should remember you do this is not because you need to gain this. You just want to make yourself stronger to help others to benefit more beings.
下面是忏悔念拜子民啊，让你这个写个阿德小罗这不得几千有那za是当中人家个都是个人儿学不日，意思就是说，我们的心呢就像是明镜的一面镜子一样的，如果以障碍就覆盖我们的这种明镜的话，那就是不可能显现任何的影响。同样的道理，我们就有很多很多的障碍覆盖我们的佛性的话呢，你修任何的法就是修行不成就，所以一定要通过四种对治理啊，就所以对治就四种对治理，所以对治理啊，延缓对治理啊，显现对治理啊，就是用在四种的对治理，就是用忏悔的这个布呢，就是擦拭我们的这个信心。也就是说，大家也多念白字明啊，多念班字萨多，班节下头山买你巴来，怎么念的
So verse 16 is about the purification practice. So our mind is just like a mirror, and if it's covered by the dust, then it's just like the nature of the Buddha nature we have is covered by all those conceptual thoughts and afflictive emotions that cannot be revealed, and our practice will not succeed. So we should use these four opponent powers to do the purification practice. The four opponent powers, including the power of reliance, the power of regret, the power of resolution, and the power of actual antidote. So we should always use this clothes of purification to wipe off the mirror of our mind, to make it clean, so then Buddha nature can be obtained. That's the easiest way to do that is to recite the 100-syllable mantra. And Khenpo just did something and want to make it a funny way.
四种对治你是，所以对治你，延缓对治你，什么先行对治你，反什么？不是啊，反悔对治你是吧？四种你刚才说到了，
我说了。
哦哟，还可以。这是我们前面的一些先中部分的加心部分的，然后后面的密宗的真心部分呢，我想可能会有一些没有得过灌顶的人啊，没有修过加心的人啊，那这样的话呢，可能我就简单的念个传承啊，就是科判的一些方式来做简单介绍，然后具体的里面的内容呢不讲，害怕这个泄露秘密。
So what we already have covered is belongs to the Sutra Yala part. In the following verses, there are some Tantra Yala part, and I'm afraid I will leak the secret, give the secret out. So I will just maybe just read the verses and do not explain that in details.
首先是神奇次第啊，神奇次第的话。能找了把他那去年个，因为不是西边大瓦的，马不是根本离开就是，才是就是怎么老往就是做。神奇次第是主要是观这个世界也好，内心世界也好，观一个清净的这种修法，通过这个修行观这个清净的见解，就是一直把这个不清净的这些法呢，用清净的见解来摄摄，这样之后呢。就所有的这种西正坏主的事业也是成功的，就是通过这种四种事业能成就的，这就是神奇次第。
So verse 17 is about the meditation of the generation stage. And for this practice, we should generate a pure vision of the inner and outer world. And then we hold this pure vision on the impure world. If we can do that, then the four enlightened activities will succeed. The four enlightened activities, including the increasing and magnetizing and pacifying, and the last one is subjugating.
下面是圆满次第，圆满次第是做些像理解成过的，但是嘛都做成个呢。我是的米里拉我们就是说做人推荐推了等不了这个，圆满次第是通过一种身体的风啊、脉啊、明点啊，就是这样的这种修行，然后通过这种瑜伽呢，就是最后能显现就是光明身，就是或者是幻化身。就是那种幻化的这个身体呢，就是可以成就的，所以呢，就是让我们这个好好的修行这个圆满次第。
So verse 18 is about the completion stage, and this also involves some of your the body part of yourself, the energy channel and drops or bindu. These three things. And if you can do very good in this practice, you will finally achieve the illusory body of clear light.